Well, at least it's not raining at the moment. And, boys and girls, daylight saving time, setting us up with some light here at 6:30 in the morning. But more importantly, look at the freaking bumper. But I am going to fire the truck up right now and just kind of let it run for a minute. Let's fire this girl up. Every time. My only major concern right now, I wouldn't call it a major concern, but it is a concern, is how my front license plate is going to handle not having that plastic trim on the bottom of my front bumper. Because the bottom of the license plate mount or frame or whatever, where you stick your license plate on and screw it into the truck, that would screw into that plastic, or that bottom plastic trim, and now that that's not there, the bottom is just kind of dangling. So as long as I can get through today, or even just get out to where the job site is, I can run some zip ties through the bottom holes of that and run them up through some holes that are down there in the bottom of the bumper, just to support it so it's not wanting to wiggle back and forth and putting a lot of stress or tension on the upper screws. And let me remind everybody again, I am not heck jobbing my truck or anything like that. I hit a deer about 3 weeks ago. This is going on 4 weeks ago now, and the bottom trim piece was broken, and I figured if I rip that off right now and just plastic dip the bumpers black to go with the red and black theme of the truck, it would look better than riding around with a busted piece of plastic still attached to the front of my truck. So that's what we did. We ripped those off, or ripped that off I should say, and plastic dipped these yesterday in the wind and the rain, and it was absolute hell to get on there. The conditions were not good for spraying anything. I had to be super close. There are a couple of spots that are questionable, but like I said, I still need to do a couple more coats on them, and I think everything will balance out and even up a little bit, and it'll look pretty good, because overall they did dry and cure a lot better than I thought they were going to. So it's not a permanent thing, it is just temporary, and my truck is gonna drone me out going up this hill. I almost forgot too, we do have something coming in the mail, and it will be here tomorrow. I overnighted it. It's nothing major, it's not anything that's too big, but it's a nice second gen. It's not anything that's too big, nothing major, but it is definitely something that is going to help me out, and I think will look pretty darn good on the truck. So we will do a little video on that when they come, or when they come in tomorrow. So yes, there are two very small minor things coming in that I need to do for the truck, and it'll help me out, it'll look better on the truck, and we will show you tomorrow when they get here. That girl's still sitting there. New climate control switch was for the win, baby. You see those little orange lights that are right there? My heated mirror switch does indeed work, and it did not work on the old one. So I guess this wasn't a total waste of money to get this and put it in while I was trying to troubleshoot why I had no heat in this truck. Now we gotta see if both heated mirrors heat up and do their thing. Which, looking at the forecast for the week, I'll be able to test those in a few days. I would say that the heated mirrors do in fact work, because they're drying the water droplets from the rain right up off the mirrors, and I can see clearly now the rain is gone. Yes. Whew, man, it's been a good week for the truck. We're getting the heat back. We got the heated mirrors going with the new climate control switch. Things are good. So we'll put them to the real test once the temps do drop later on this week, and I know that the mirrors will be frosted over with ice in the morning, and we'll see how quickly they can get rid of that. But they are working right now and getting rid of the rain on the mirrors. That one is also working, the passenger side mirror. It's probably hard for you to see it through the tinted window and stuff, but it is drying it up. And as you can see, it's still raining. The switch is still on. the water's still fading away. Well, the license plate is still intact and on there, but as you can see, because the bottom isn't mounted because I took off the plastic trim, it does wiggle back and forth, but I think that it has enough holding power to secure it on there and keep it safe for the time being. But I think I still may run some zip ties like through one of these holes that's right in there from the bottom of it down here, just to hold it back like this so it's not flopping and bouncing around, putting some stress on those screws. But it does look a heck of a lot better. And there's the back. Looks so much better, except for where this plastic here is melted and busted. I do need to make sure that I hit that with the Plasti Dip when I do the other coats, so that it blends that little bit of chrome in, because it's gonna drive me nuts. So long, work getting out of here while there's still light. But by the time I get home, unfortunately, it'll be dark. Gotta make a quick pit stop at Home Depot and see if I can find some 5/8 inch diameter, inner diameter hose and some stuff that I can use to connect that hose to my heater core hoses, see if I can get that flushed out a little bit and get my heat cranking just a little bit warmer in the truck. So let's go check it out and see what we can find in the plumbing section. Alright, so we gotta find some type of fitting like this. 3/4, 5/8, here we go. And that will actually probably accept a garden hose right there. Yes, we want that. And look at this, we have a bunch of hose right down here below it. We are in business. Thank you. Have a good day. Right there, baby, we got the goods. We got some little hose clamps. We got 5/8 inch diameter clear hose so we can extend the heater core lines and flush them into a bucket. We got a barb to connect the garden hose to. We're in business, baby. Let's get home and see if we can get this done before it's totally dark on us. And one thing, oh, I hate this camera. I gotta get this warranty done. And one thing that I still need to do is stop at the Napa that's right down the street on my way past it and return something. But girl, look at you way out here all alone. But nobody's gonna hurt you here, I promise. You need a bath though. You're so dirty. You dirty little girl, you. I like dirty girls in red. Oh, I don't know. It's gonna probably be dark by the time we get home. Look at the clock. Basically 20 after 4. I still need to make another stop and I have a good 20-minute ride to get to the house. I am doomed. I was a little too slow to the punch, but there is a nasty 4th gen dually coming. Check this thing out. I got a second chance to redeem myself. Look at that freaking truck. There's some old dude driving it. That thing is nasty. Look at that! Go guy, you are the man. I wish I had a grandpa like you. So that wasn't too bad. I got my stuff returned and I even looked around the store for a few minutes and it's only 4:30. But like I said, I'm gonna get back and have probably like 10 to 20 minutes of daylight. How fast do you think I can rush, put together my contraption that's in this bag and try to get this heater core flushed out? It's gonna get dark on my ass and it's gonna get dark real freaking quick. sure is a bear to see out these tinted windows when it's getting dark and you're trying to back up. But we've got a little plan for that. And we should hopefully be taking care of that very soon in the near future. So make sure you're stopping back to check on the videos to see what we're gonna do for that little issue, because it is a pain in the rear end to see out of these windows, especially when it's pitch black out. The windows are so dark, so we need to be able to see so we don't run into anything, or we're not overshooting things, or just mainly so we don't run into things, because, well, that's not cool. So check back on the videos coming up here probably pretty soon to see what we're gonna do about the whole reversing into parking spots and driveways and all that good stuff. But right now, like I said, I'm getting back. It's basically getting dark. It's 5 after 5 right now. I don't think I am gonna really dive into doing the heater core, because when I do it, I want to make sure that I have at least enough time to do it properly. I'm not rushing it. I don't forget anything. I put things back together the way that they're supposed to be and all that. So what I'm going to do right now actually is just kind of clean up the truck a little bit, and we are going to kind of just go over a couple things that I am excited for, which are the fact that my heat and mirror switch works. So the new climate control switch that I put in it's good. I'm super pumped that that is working flawlessly for the heat and all that, and that the heated mirror switch works as well. Let's go ahead and shut the truck down. We'll hop out and we'll go over some other stuff. Woo, that light is bright. But yeah, I'm super thrilled that the switch works for the heated mirrors and all that. I'm super pumped that the bumpers cured up a lot better than I thought they were going to with that plasti dip on them. And I do have 2 more cans. It's not the same stuff that I originally used, which was the Duplicolor. So let me dig out. This time I got the Rust-Oleum peel coat stuff. So I figured, okay, it's not the same stuff, so if it doesn't match really, I already have them coated with one good solid coat of the Duplicolor, so maybe this stuff will actually be a little bit better than the Duplicolor, because I wasn't really a big fan of how that Duplicolor laid down on the bumpers, and it might have just been the weather conditions because it was raining and stuff when I did it, but I'm hoping that this stuff sprays nicer, it lays down nicer, and whether it matches or not, I don't care, because I already have one good solid coat down, and I have enough of this to where I should be able to just go over the 2 bumpers completely again and get the grill done and just have it all be good, and then everything will be matching. There'll be no more chrome stuff on the truck. It'll all be red and black, and it'll be looking better. Aside from the fact that there's no plastic trim piece on the bottom of the bumper, it looks better than having a broken trim piece on the bumper. But we are going to be doing new bumpers sometime in the future, just not right now. It's not in the budget, and I couldn't look at the chrome anymore. So until we can get those bumpers, we had to change it up a little bit, make the truck more our own. So that's what we did. I'm also having a little issue with this pedal right here. Now, I know none of us really like this pedal. We prefer the skinny pedal and the go fast pedal, but this pedal is still, I need it, and it has like this weird firmness to it, and it's almost delayed. I don't know if you'll be able to see it here, but it's so slow coming back, and it has like this weird feeling. It's almost like it lurches, it's lungy and stuff. So I bled the rear brakes. I can't bleed the front because the bleeder screws, the bleeder valves on them are completely screwed up and rounded off from the previous owner. So I need to come up with a way to get those out of the truck. And once I get them out, I can put new ones in, and then we can try and bleed the front brakes. But I may also need to bleed the lines at the master cylinder too. There might be air up in there somewhere, and I know for a fact 100% that I actually do need to replace a couple of brake lines as well, which I'm not going to do. I'm going to send it right down the road to the guy who found my loose fuse and fix my blower motor and heating issue. So I'll send it down to him and have him replace the couple lines. They're small lines. They're right up here underneath the hood at the master cylinder, so it shouldn't be too much, and we'll have it taken care of that way. So I know that they're good, and hopefully I can get a good solid brake pedal back in this truck. And really quick before we end out this video, I just want to kind of go over what I got to do this heater core flush. Now I do have a coolant flush kit. It's in the toolbox there in the garage. So this is what I got to do the heater core with, and it's a 5/8 inch inner diameter and it's 3/4 inch outer diameter. So I figured I'll just cut this in half for two 5-foot sections, and then I can hook one up to each of the heater core lines. And I got these nylon 5/8 inch barbs right here, so they can splice into this clear tubing here, and then I can push the other end into the heater core line and have them connected that way. We got hose clamps right here. Even though this should stay on to here, I'm gonna make this contraption, put these on, clamp it right down, and just leave it that way, and then I'll have it so I can flush next year or whenever and just make sure that things stay cleaned out, or I can even do other people's trucks and stuff like that. So this is gonna strictly be a heater core flushing contraption thingamajigger. So we got 5 of these little hose clamps right here too, and the last key component is this 5/8 inch hose barb adapter, which is basically the same end as this nylon piece right here, which will press into the end of this hose that is connected to the heater core hose. And then you see it has this threaded section on right here that I can use a piece out of the coolant flush kit that I have in the toolbox, and we can connect the garden hose to it, turn on the water, and let it run through, and hopefully flush all the yucky, nasty crap out of that heater core and get a little bit of warmer heat in this truck. And I think that is it, ladies and gents. I wish that daylight saving time in the winter weather wasn't here, fall weather going into winter weather, because yes, it gets dark so early. But look at that bumper. Tell me that doesn't look better. Yeah, you can still see the holes from where the clips were on that plastic trim piece, but they don't stand out as much as if the bumper was still chrome. They do blend in, and they're hidden a little bit because I did do the bumper black. And like I said, the only thing left now is to hit that grill, put some more coats on each bumper, and then everything will be good. We even have the smoked cab lights up there on the top, and I do have a little something coming. Well, you'll see. You'll see in a couple days. You'll see in a couple days what I have coming, and you'll have to stop back and check on another video to see what I'm talking about. And also, once the bumpers and the grill is done, we got to do something about those ugly headlights. I've already wet sanded them and kind of polished them up a little bit, just to get a little bit better light out of them, because they were nasty. But this whole driver's side turn signal corner lamp there is completely shattered and busted. It's missing the whole lens on it from the deer incident, so we need to replace them, which I plan to replace them anyways, but now I just have a better excuse to do it even sooner. So we are looking. I just don't know what I want to do quite yet with headlights. I don't know which ones I want to order, I should say. As far as visual stuff with the truck, the only other things left before wintertime that I need to get done is the Ram 2500 and the 24 valve badges need to get off the door. And if we come around here to the back of the truck, we still need to get this off of the tailgate right here, which I'm not looking forward to doing because I heard this sucks to get off. But we need to get that off and the badges on the door, and I may or may not have something else to put up front here in place of this. Now, I don't know. I may order new badges like these and put them back on just so they look cleaner and they're nicer, but I probably won't. I've been thinking about it, but I'm gonna run the truck without them for a little while. I like something with very little badging on it, but I'd still like to represent and let people know that it is a Cummins when it's not running and it's just sitting still. And I do have some other badges in the center console of the truck in there that will look very sharp on the truck. So we'll probably find a spot and at least put one of them. I have two of them. We might find a spot and put one of them on, or I'll put both of them on, one on each side of the truck to kind of replace those badges right there. But that's going to do it for this video. I know it was just me kind of going over things with the truck and talking and figuring out that my heated mirrors work and getting stuff to flush the heater core, and it stinks because I couldn't really get into it after I got home. But I do have a whole bunch of other stuff that I need to do, and I need to do some research and stuff on the truck. So we are good. We got updates on the bumpers and showed you guys what they look like and how they came out for just having their first coat done on them, and doing them in the rain and super high winds yesterday. So I think we're in good shape. We got updates, ready to do the heater core flush. Got a couple things coming in the mail for the truck, and I actually am about to order one more thing for the truck as soon as I get in the house. So there's going to be a few things coming for the truck. Nothing major, nothing big, but we do have a few small things that are going to be coming in soon for the truck, and that we will be doing little videos on and installing them. So keep your eyes out for that. Stop back, check out for new videos. If you haven't seen the old videos, go back, watch them, get caught up, and we will see you guys very soon. Drop a like on this video if you're excited to see what is coming in the mail for this truck, anything that's happening with it. Comment down below of stuff that you'd like to see done with it, or anything that you might be able to help me troubleshoot. And if you're stopping in for the first time, which most of you probably are, be sure to hit that subscribe button on your way out so that you can stay up to date on my 2001 24 valve Cummins build that's going to be happening over the winter. I'll see you guys soon. See ya! It just got colder than a witch's titty out here. Damn! And it's not about to warm up anytime soon. It's all downhill from here.